Hey everyone, hope all of you are keeping well, you're keeping safe. Um, with the recent death of a young Indian actor, followed by threads of communication that have been floating around, including a thread in my own coaching group, it has left me with one thought that keeps surfacing. Why are we moving away from deep and true connections with people, and especially those who love us and care for us? Today, we are so caught up in bite sized communication. We're so focused on the likes and the loves that we receive on our posts and on our videos on social media that somewhere we have lost the art of authentic communication. How do we expect our children to reach out to people and hold a conversation if communication during their most formative years is reduced to probably just swapping Snapchat streaks? And as connectivity is increasing, connectedness is slowly losing out. And research has shown that the number one killer in our society is social isolation, loneliness. Now, since birth, we are being taught about how we should be. We're being taught about how to be acceptable in society so society feels comfortable in our presence. We're being molded, we're being shaped, and we're being built to become society's robots rather than actual human beings. We start putting on masks, the false self. That false self gets created. We put on the mask of a mother, a father, an employee, a boss, a son, a daughter, and that's fine. But what is not fine is that we start identifying with those masks. Sometimes we put on the mask of acceptance because we need to be accepted to feel good. Why? Because rejection is so painful. We put on the mask of politeness, being well mannered. We put on a show of being real. Internally, we feel empty, dead. We feel phony. We feel false. We're unable to be spontaneous and alive. Long gone is the authentic self, the self that we were born with. These masks, these protective mechanisms can become so wired into the brain and personality structures that they start requiring a dramatic, life-altering event to break through them. So some people survive that life-altering event and they become stronger. But some just give up. And the inevitable happens, leading to possible psychological health issues. Suicide, which does sound scary. What we are forgetting here is that we are born authentic. Brené Brown, she's a research professor, she says a very beautiful thing, and she says people who are capable of strong connections are people who believe in themselves. They believe that they are worthy of love, that they are people who are not afraid to show the world who they really are without their masks. And the most important thing, these people are vulnerable. Now, the important thing here is vulnerable is being your authentic self. Despite not knowing how your actions will be decoded, it's being willing to function based on our authentic selves, our true selves. And that can happen only when we change the relationship we have with ourselves. So in the end, I want to leave you with two things. As Pam Leo says, she says, let's raise children who won't have to recover from their childhoods. And the second thing is, let's have the most healthy, the most meaningful relationships with our own selves. Because at the end of the day, it will affect the way children feel about themselves. They are our future. So let's think about this. Stay well, stay safe. Most importantly, stay indoors.